Hello and welcome back to the Crackpack mod pack on the TryCraft server with me, Tryonus. So last episode we made the Ender Quarry and the Ender Quarry Silk Touch. I've been a little bit busier than I expected doing odds and pieces because I really needed to get prepared for the quarry as well, because I didn't want to use chests and things. Hence you may have just had a quick glimpse of my little sorting thing just coming into view there. We're using deep storages, but we'll get to that in a minute, because I've also made some other things, as you probably saw. I made myself another dimensional transceiver. I've also made some enhanced energy conduits for the next stage of power, and I'm also grabbing those two capacitor banks, which I'm going to take into the mining world with me. I've also created a speed upgrade and a Ender Quarry World Hall upgrade. Now the reason why I made this is because by default, if I understand it rightly, the Ender Quarry will suck out the cobble, the stone, sand, ores, whatever, and replace it with dirt, which sounds absolutely brilliant, because obviously then you don't get any holes in the world, but at the same time it may cause lag issues. I'm not too sure, because obviously it's having to render, it's teleporting that out but then rendering in dirt, so I think it might be better using this. I'm no expert, I have no idea, I could be completely wrong, but I think what this actually does is actually make it so it works as a normal quarry and will actually won't replace things, and it will just dig out the areas, so it's having to remove the items and not replace it with anything. I hope that makes sense. Like I say, I'm probably wrong, I don't know. So that's that. So obviously I needed somewhere to store it all in. This is where the deep storage comes in. Now I've never really used deep storage things before, but I've been looking into them, and quite honest, I think these things are better than Jabba barrels. Because I know a lot of people were saying that they wanted Jabba putting in, but these things are actually better from My Factory Reloaded. From what I understand, they don't require any power. As you can see, there's absolutely no power cables. And really, they hold over 2 million items each, so it's kind of cool. So all these have all been kind of organized and sorted. BEO is that, what do you call it, the magical essence stuff, whatever you want to call it. Still got to go through all these chests and sort them, so you have to bear with me. Hope I suppose there isn't actually one in there already. See if I can actually find one. Sorry about this. Bear with me 1 second. There we are. These the biome essence things. No idea what they actually do, but kind of cool. Anyway, let me just have a quick look in this chest for our compressed stone. Doing nice. 18 almost ready for the deep dark, I think. So yeah, I've been making that. Basically what this is going to do, it's going to hopefully pump out into into my other ender chest, which I've been using, and then hopefully it will come in. Let me just grab some item conduits, and then it will come into the overworld through this ender chest and get sorted out into the deep storage. I've also put one of these deep storage units across at the Ender Pearl farm, the Enderman killing area, whatever you want to call it. Just over here. I've been leaving it running for quite some time now, and I've got 47,000 Ender Pearls. So yeah, kinda cool. I'm not going to run out of power anytime soon. I moved the diamond chest from there to here to help with any extras, but it does get very noisy, and sometimes I lose the occasional Ender Pearls because it's not very efficient. I really need to get in there and get some more vacuum and stuff like that connected. And that's a job for off camera, obviously. So I also made the dimensional portal here to the mining world. So I think we have got everything. I'm hoping this will work. I've got dimensional transceiver check. I've got some end conduits. I've got the power cables. I think there's only one thing I am actually missing, and that's the extension for the upgrades. So let me just go and see if I've made that. Shouldn't take me too long. Where it probably is in here. Yes, it is. Good. Okay, now my main concern is that I won't have enough power coming from the ender pearls, so I might need to do some upgrades. I think Kanakadea, what he has actually done for his portal, it's actually set up a big reactor, a little big reactor, as people like to call them, and that's kind of a cool way of doing it. You just got to keep filling it up with yellowite, which is kind of cool. So I suppose it doesn't really matter where I set it up. So let's just mess around and put things here. A little bit annoyed that the world has got all these water and everything in it, but we'll have to make do. So I brought in some normal landmarks and some redstone torches so I can actually lay this out, because I don't think this actually works with these. If I put that there and put a redstone torch down, nope, does nothing. I do know that the normal ender quarries do actually go a lot further out and can mine a big area than the normal buildcraft quarry, but I think a standard size buildcraft quarry is in order. Really, I think I've got enough resources as it is. I don't want to go too mad. So this will be the first marker, and as you can see, when I put down a redstone torch, it does actually bring out these lines, so you know exactly where you're going. So if I fly over this way, just to be awkward, it will actually come and put another marker here, and this is where it can actually come up to. So like I say, it's a very large area anyway. Then I can do that, and then at these ends, I suppose I didn't really need to bring all four. I can just put that there, and this can go across over here as well. Like I say, the ender quarries can go bigger, a lot bigger, but this will do me just for a little bit of a test and to get a few resources in. So just need to replace that for that. And then we just need to quickly do this one as well. Like I say, I only brought these buildcraft ones in just to help out myself to know where all the markers can go. I thought it was a little bit of a, what do you call them, life hacks. Right, so we will put that down there, hopefully. Analyzing fence boundary. Found attached ender marker, successfully established boundaries. That's actually something worth knowing if you want to try and make one of these fairly soon. You don't have to use these ender markers. You can actually attach fences. They do actually need to be attached all the way across, and how big you want to make it. So something kind of cool. And worth knowing possibly. So I think these will attach. No, don't they attach? Right, okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So can I get away with just doing that then, and hopefully it will feed into that? Interesting, very interesting. Anyway, we'll add our upgrades to this. So we want a power upgrade. Does that actually work? We want the whole upgrade. Yeah, I don't think they're actually attaching, because that's not attaching there, because I thought these were like, could do that. Okay, maybe I am wrong. Like I say, I'm learning. I've never used one of these things before. So we want Silk Touch as well, and we also want this as well. So that means I might need to feed power to it at the bottom then. Okay. Because I thought you could attach more than one dimensional things to it. Okay. Right, actually thinking about it, I'm hoping these power connectors that I've got will actually connect. Because I presume that it needs to be connected to the main base. See, they connect. That's fine. Okay, we're getting there then. See, they won't connect to them. I didn't think they would. Okay, so we'll add them there and that there. We will have an extract. Oh, come back here. Gonna have to get myself a magnet or something, I think. Tidy this up a tiny bit. Right, so that's that. And then we can do a input thing here. We'll disable that one. And output. Right. We'll put you there and we will receive power. Okay, so how does that look? 73.97, so it seems to be working, which is cool. Oh, that's fine. The question is, we are getting things in there, but they don't seem to be going through the other side. Why is that, per se? That's strange. I thought we would have been okay. Right, let me just nip to the other side. It might be because the other side's not loaded. Because obviously I'm not there. Oh, can't, thank you. Let's just quickly fly back and get back into the shell. Could have probably just teleported it for even quickness, but I like to fly sometimes. Let's have a look. Are we... There we are, yeah, it's just because it wasn't chunk loaded, that's all it was. So that's working, we are getting in resources. If you're wondering where all this stone and everything's going, it's going directly into the bin, hopefully. I made a filter in here for stone, cobblestone, just in case. Dirt, gravel and sand to go in there. It does look like, however, we would actually get grass blocks as well, but I think I've got enough storage things for them. Because I just need to double check that that stone is not going into any of the others. I don't think it is. Oh no, we are actually storing it. Oh well, never mind. It will come in handy, I suppose, but things aren't going to plan. Maybe if I did that, might be a bit better. Yeah, it's stopped now. Oh well, tell you what, we'll leave that as it was. And if we get some stone, we get some stone. Who cares? It'll come in handy for other things, I'm sure. So yeah, looks like we're getting quite a bit of resources in now. So yeah, cool. Let's just head back into the mining world. I want to see if... Oh, there's Micklos. I just want to see if those upgrades... Oh, I should have actually checked my power supply as well. Let me just do... Check. With this... See how... They upgrade. We are seem to be holding steady, so that's kind of cool. So let me just quickly go back into the shell. Sorry, I haven't tested this, so like I said, I might well, I probably will anyway, but I might need to keep an eye on my power. Let's just... That's holding, so that's no problem there. These have all still got power in them. Now these aren't being used at the moment, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's do a quick test. Let me just grab some iron, just for the sake of grabbing iron. And let's put these things to work a tiny bit. Let's see. They are still holding power. That's holding... Oh, so we're actually doing fairly well, actually, even with those modifiers. I'm actually very surprised. Because I was expecting to really have to make another... Excuse me, another generator or something on those sorts of lines. Oh, there's Micklos gone again. Fortunately, Micklos is having... Not fortunately, unfortunately, Micklos is having internet problems. So, right, does this actually do... Aha, so it is actually destroying the world. Can we actually see it work? Yes, we can actually see it working. Wow, that actually just goes straight down to bedrock. That is really cool. That is very, very cool. Oh, hello cave. I didn't think there were caves in here. Oh well. But, yeah, that works. That works very, very nicely. I'm very happy with that. Like I said at the beginning, I don't know if this helps reduce lag or what. It just might be me. But yeah, and with this mine being silk touched and everything, we should be kind of cool to go. Wouldn't mind it going a little bit faster, but I'm not going to push it too much of it. Actually, I better show you the recipes for these two. The upgrades. The world hall upgrade is fairly easy to make. It's just a trash can, 2 blocks of quartz, and an ender quarry base, which you make using the QED with burnt quartz, and that we showed you that last time. The upgrade, however, is a little bit more expensive. First, you've got to make the ender quarry speed 1 upgrade, which is this one, which is an ender quarry upgrade, which we've just seen. 2 speed upgrades from extra utilities, which is 4 blocks of glowstone, 2 nuggets, and 3 gold nuggets as well. And you also need an efficiency 1 diamond pickaxe. Not too bad for me to get, because obviously I've got Ender IO enchanter and a fair amount of XP and other things like that, so I'm not too bad for that. The Ender Quarry speed upgrade 2, like we said, I needed the Mark 1, 2 more speed upgrades, and an efficiency 3 pickaxe. I actually made a mistake and made an efficiency 2 because I thought it was 1, 2, 3. But I had to remake that, so I did waste a little bit of XP, but never mind. The Ender Quarry speed 3 is definitely a lot more expensive. You need the Mark 2. And you need 2 efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe, and then you also need the stack upgrades as well. So that costs you quite a few diamonds to do that one. But yeah, I think I want to test something actually while I'm here. So if I just turn this off for a second. Sorry, I didn't bring you in a wrench. So let me just turn that off for a second. That should be gaining a little bit of power. Double check it is actually off. Yes. Oh, that stops almost immediately then. Cool. The Buildcraft Quarry do need to wait a minute because it does store power. So if I moved this silk touch across here, no, they do actually need to be touching the quarry. That's interesting. That. Okay. So, okay. I thought you could put like more speed upgrades onto this, but I suppose that would make it rather overpowered. I suppose you wouldn't want Fortune and Silk Touch together anyway, but then how would you get the Ender Quarry pump upgrade? Because what that does, like I was saying about this water and everything, you could actually suck that out with this and store it somewhere. I don't know exactly how that works, but it does work. Right, anyway, let's connect this and get back into the overworld. Might need to start thinking about actually chunk loading my base, so this will work even when I'm not here, because I'm not too sure what would happen if I would leave this running. Oops, that's on. Insert, disable, extract. There we go. There we go, it's working now. So like I said, with me being here, I'm going to be have to do a lot of AFKing if I don't come up with another chunk loader. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, I don't think. Come on, can I go back into the overworld, please? Thank you. Great, anyway, I think I've babbled on enough for this, so I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. I hope that you've learnt a little bit about the Ender Quarry, a bit more than I do. Obviously, if you know anything more about it, if I can add more upgrades to it, or how I go about upgrading more to it, because obviously that means I can only really do 3 sides, maybe 4, don't know. So yeah, I think I will end this episode here. So like I say, if you know anything that I don't, please feel free to leave a comment. But until next time, I hope that you have a very good day and a very good weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.